So I've just got on her here. This was the start of the ride, part 1 of the ride. So there's that thought to Money Pit behind her, the first thought. Again, not arguing with her, just saying, I'd like you to go forward a little bit, please. Ignore him and listen to me. Again, there's that thought popping in her head. I'd really rather be over by Money Pit. Yeah, to the right there. There's me trying to just change her thoughts to the left or forward. And there's the culprit, old Money Pit there. Irresistible boy. So she's like, no, I really want to stay by Money Pit. So again, I'm not getting confrontational with her. I just reset, say, okay, I know you want to be over there, but let's go forward. So here's me persisting with the leg. Again, I'm trying to keep my energy the same, not getting frustrated. And this is the key with her, really. And obviously she's ignoring me, but I'm going to persist and give her the chance. Here we go. And there we go again. But again, I just persist with my cues. Move those shoulders a little bit. Get those feet moving and carry on. See how relaxed I go? Just like nothing happens. Fine. Look, no pressure is over here. So it's basically, she's putting the pressure on herself. When she behaves like that. But I'm not being... I don't like to get in a fight. It's just sort of a waiting game at this sort of point. Because I can't work with her properly when her mind is constantly feeding back to that fence where Money Pit is. There's a little yawn there. And there's a big yawn. So at least you got something from that. That's her processing something from it. Hopefully a positive. So she didn't nap there. So I'm building her out. Because when I was riding here, behind those big trees, there's a little forest, and the neighbour's working his dog with his spaniel with a whistle, and you could sort of see them through the trees. So, and like she wasn't spooky or nothing about it, but she knew, we both knew what was going on over there. And again, if she was slightly anxious or unsure, then that's probably another reason why she'd want to magnetise to where Money Pit is. So that's her looking about the dog or the man in the hedge. It's me asking her, will you go? She says, yes, I will. It's steering through the ground. When she steers and she's with you, she is as light as a feather. You only got to think what you want her to do and she'll do it. But it's just getting her past this nappiness. But I just think it's anxiety and confidence. No, she's still young. There's a lot that's happened to her. And if she is an introvert, well, I think she's an introvert. She doesn't, what I'm saying is she doesn't do anything silly. Like, she doesn't jump in the air. She's not done anything stupid. So inside, she's internally worried. And you can just sort of misread that. And then tell her off for something that will not build her confidence. If you start, kicking on her and she's not happy, she's not confident to ride in the big field on her own. So I've got to make sure that every time I put her in here, it's a positive experience. I'm not going to fight with her, I'm here to help her. 'Cause so many people at this point would have just smacked her on the bum or got a crop or whatever, or really be going at her with that rope because she's not going forward. But I want her mind, and I want her to think, when I ask her to do something, I want her willingly doing it, not because she knows she's going to get smacked if she doesn't. There's more than one way to skin a cat in these situations. And especially because she's going home soon, I don't want her leaving on a bad note at all. Everything's positive in the saddle when their baby is like this. And they've got, a problem like this. I want them to build their confidence and trust me through it. That's why she's not trying to get away from me or do anything silly to me. Because she trusts me. She's just being a bit willful or anxious. I can't ask her because she don't talk. I can only read what she's saying to me through her body and her mind. Let's go for the back up here. So we've been working on getting in frame on the face to back up. But here, just started doing Kenya in the frame to back up. So, as you can see, she's a bit of resistance on my hands and then the feet freeze up. But every time she gives in the frame and gives me a foot, then she gets a release. So I'm waiting here because she's not giving, she's not getting soft. And then she gets soft. Well, she's still pulling. She's just trying to find a way out of get away from the pressure. That's all. But once she's in frame and she backs up, then I'll release the pressure. Again, let's soak in on that. But yeah, she's quite strange because when you take her out for a hack, she does none of this at all. She's very, very forward. She doesn't look for money pit. She takes the lead on the ride. So that just tells me either she's not confident in the field, but it may be because on the road she gets a lot less pressure and there's much more distractions on the road. So she gets to look, there's a lot more for her to look at and be engaged in. Rather than in the field, there's nothing for her to think about but what I'm doing to her and what I'm doing to her with cues and asking to look forward, is all pressure to her, okay? It's all pressure. Whether my legs got to touch her, my hands got to touch her, the bit touches her tongue, my seat changes, it's all pressure. So in here, when she's on her own, and it's just me up there with her, it's only that to think about. There's no, she probably doesn't think there's a purpose of coming in here, apart from she just gets pressure. But that's just, I've never had one like this to do this for this long. They might do it in the first couple of rides out in the field, but I'd do the cruising game where I let them go where they want to go. And she's had this done to her, but for some reason she's just become a little bit nappy, that's all. But I've got to make sure she gets enough rest, as much work and rest, the same amount, so that because she's not confident in the field and she's napping a little bit, don't want to go hammer her in the field. Because I want her, what she's not understanding is, if she just gives me quality, we have a nice short quality ride, and she connects with me and listens to the cues, then that's it. The lesson is over. But she comes out straight away with a little bit of an argument, saying, I'd rather not. So we just need to change her mind about working in here. And it's just about repetition. And just trying to quit on quality moments. And her listening. And again, she's only a baby. So there I asked her for the trot, and she went to go, and then she didn't take it. That's fine. I'm going to ask her again, and she'll pick it up again. Just because she didn't go, she gave me upper gear in the walk and almost attempted the trot, so I'll take that. So she picked up the trot and then decided to nap to that right side again. That's okay, I asked her to go forward, and she did. So the thought was in the head there to go nap, but then she didn't. She listened to my inside brain. That's just good. Oh, trip there. Again, slide, little nap there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Again, persist, forward, 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 forward. Your open door is in front of you. Take it, take it. And there we go, pressure off, relax. There we go. Says I want to shut down. It's okay. Okay, just forget it happened. Go back to the trot. No problem. Then, unfortunately, I got a phone call and it cut the camera off.